Something is quietly destroying your family's financial future right now, today, this very moment. And I'm not talking about some far-off economic crisis or market crash. I'm talking about something happening inside your house, something you invited in, something you're paying for every single month without even realizing it, slowly bankrupting you. You know that sinking feeling when you check your bank account and the number is way lower than it should be? You got paid last week. You didn't splurge on anything. Yet somehow the money just disappeared. That's not an accident. That's not bad luck. That's subscription creep. And it's not just taking your money, it's stealing your family's entire financial future. Let me show you exactly what I mean. It's a regular Tuesday night. Nothing dramatic, just another evening after someone got home late and threw together whatever was in the fridge for dinner. The kids are zoned out on their phones. Your partner's scrolling Instagram. The dog's asleep in his usual spot. If you asked anyone in that room, "Are we okay financially?" they'd all say yes. We're not rich, but we're fine. We're making it work. But here's the brutal truth they don't see. This family is being silently bankrupted. Has been for months, maybe years, and not a single person at that table has any clue it's happening. So what is subscription creep? Stupidly simple, which is why it works so well. You slowly accumulate monthly charges, streaming services, apps, memberships, and each one seems harmless. But when you add them all up, it becomes a massive financial hole you never saw coming. Think about your situation. Remember getting Netflix? Made perfect sense. $15 monthly for unlimited entertainment? Cheaper than one movie theater trip. Then you added Spotify. Your commute sucked without music. $10. Worth it. Then your kid wanted Disney Plus because friends were watching some show. $10. Whatever. Password manager because you kept getting locked out. $12 monthly. Amazon Prime because you ordered online anyway. Free shipping paid for itself, right? Hulu because Netflix didn't have that one show. Meal kit subscription because cooking after work felt impossible. Gym membership that would change your life. Been there 4 times since January. Cloud storage for photos. Meditation app used 2 weeks. Another streaming service for 1 movie. Every time you said yes, it felt like nothing. $10 here, 15 there. Pocket change. But nobody adds them up. When you actually do, that nothing becomes absolutely huge. Let me be super clear. If this is happening to you, it doesn't mean you're stupid with money. It doesn't mean you're careless or irresponsible. You know what it means? You're busy. You're exhausted. You're working hard, maybe raising kids, dealing with endless bills, trying to keep up with life moving at a completely insane speed. And here's the dirty secret. These billion-dollar companies know that. They're counting on it. The biggest, richest companies on the planet hire psychologists, behavioral scientists, user experience experts. Their entire job is making sign-up take 11 seconds, while cancellation takes 11 minutes of annoying phone trees and guilt trips from retention specialists. That's not a bug in their system. That's his entire business model working exactly as designed. These companies understand something most of us never consciously think about. Our brains treat small recurring charges as basically invisible. If someone asked you to pay $120 right now, you'd think about it. You'd evaluate whether it's worth it. It registers as real money that matters. But that same $120 broken into 12 monthly payments of $10 each, your brain barely notices. It treats it like it's almost free. Not literally free, obviously, but close enough that you never question it after that first click. And there's this emotional layer too that nobody admits. People keep paying for subscriptions they don't use because those subscriptions represent something deeper. That Netflix account isn't just about watching shows. It's about having something to look forward to after brutal days at work. That gym membership you never use? That's not about workouts. That's about the person you still believe you're going to become someday. Canceling feels like giving up. And when life already demands everything from you, giving up on anything, even something small, feels unbearable. So you keep paying. Month after month. never asking if it's actually making your life better. Alright, let's get specific. This is real money leaving real bank accounts. Picture a regular family. For people, 2 working parents, 2 kids. They live in a normal city, make about $85,000 a year combined. Not rich, not poor, just making it work, barely. Monthly subscriptions, Netflix $16, Disney Plus $11, Amazon Prime $15, Spotify Family $17, Gym membership $50, iCloud $3, YouTube Premium $14, Hulu $18, Meal Kit $62, Home Security $44, Microsoft 365 $10, VPN $10, News App $8, plus fitness trackers, recipe apps, cloud backups, another $20 or $30. Add it all up, $350 to $400 a month, every month. That's almost $5,000 a year, 6% of everything they earn going straight to subscriptions. And most of it? They barely use half this stuff. Single person in their late 20s, lives in Chicago or Austin, makes $55,000, has streaming services stacked up, dating app subscription, food delivery monthly plan, cloud storage, subscription boxes, software for work, meditation app open twice, news subscription, all in, $250 to $300 monthly. For someone making $55,000, that's a scary chunk, disappearing into stuff that feels good in the moment but destroys any chance of building. Real savings, couple in their 50s, kids moved out, still paying for subscriptions from years ago, services added when kids lived home, premium upgrades forgotten, kept cable after getting streaming, landline out of habit, grocery delivery from pandemic never turned off. The number is shocking, not because any charge is crazy, but because there are so many quietly building for years. This is happening to millions of families right now. Money's leaving slowly, politely. Most have no idea how much is gone. Stay with me here because this is where it gets absolutely serious. This is what separates families who retire comfortably from families who work until they physically can't anymore. Subscription creep isn't just annoying. It's not just expensive. It's a silent bankruptcy machine. It's literally one of the biggest reasons middle-class families who do everything right, who work hard, who save when they can, who try to be responsible, still end up financially devastated in their 50s and 60s. Let me show you the math that should terrify you. That family spending $400 monthly on subscriptions? Let's say they cut that in half, just half. $200 freed up every month. That's $2,400 annually. Now watch what happens when instead of giving that money to Netflix and apps they barely use, they invest it. Just a simple index fund, nothing fancy. The boring kind that historically returns 7 to 10% over time. If they start at age 30 and continue for 30 years until 60, that $200 monthly becomes $560,000. Read that again. Over $500,000 gone. Vanished into streaming services and gym memberships they don't use. That's not retirement money they're losing. That's their entire retirement. That's the difference between financial security and working at 70. Because they have no choice. That's the difference between leaving something for their kids and dying broke. This is why the word bankrupting isn't dramatic. It's literally accurate. Every month of subscription creep is another month closer to financial ruin disguised as convenience. And here's what makes it even worse. This compounds. It's not just the money you're spending. It's all the money that money could have become. Every $10 you spend on a forgotten subscription is actually $100 you'll never have in 20 years. It's geometric financial destruction happening in slow motion. Now look, I'm not promising markets will perform exactly as historical averages suggest. Life gets messy. Investments fluctuate. Economic conditions change. Nothing in finance is ever truly guaranteed. But here's the brutal point you need to understand. Every single dollar you're currently spending on a subscription that doesn't genuinely improve your life is a dollar that will never grow, never compound, never turn into $10 or $50 or $100 over the decades ahead. It just vanishes, quietly, every month, gone forever without a trace, evaporated into entertainment you didn't watch, services you didn't use, memberships you forgot existed. This is the real reason families earning decent money still feel broke, still feel stressed, still lie awake at night worrying about money. It's not that they're not making enough in most cases. It's that their money is leaking through dozens of tiny holes they can't see, and nobody's watching the water level drop until suddenly the tank's nearly empty and panic sets in hard. I know exactly what you're thinking right now. Yeah, but these subscriptions are my escape. After working 14 hours and dealing with everything life throws at me, Netflix and Spotify and maybe a delivery meal are literally what make me feel human. Instead of just some bill-paying robot. I get it. I completely understand that feeling. You absolutely deserve small pleasures. Life is hard enough without removing every tiny bit of joy. Everyone needs something that makes the daily grind feel bearable and survivable. But here's what I want you to think about honestly. How many of those subscriptions actually make you feel good anymore? Like really feel good? How many do you genuinely enjoy versus how many are just running in the background, getting paid out of habit? When's the last time you used that meditation app? What about that meal kit that sounds great in theory, but actually cooking it feels like another chore? That streaming service you haven't opened in 3 weeks? There's a difference between spending money on something that genuinely brings you joy versus paying for something out of guilt, habit, or FOMO. The first one is healthy. The second one is subscription creep wearing a disguise. The goal isn't to deprive yourself. It's to be honest about what's actually serving you and what's just taking your money. Let me walk you through what to do. Not overwhelming, just doable. Step 1. Find everything. All of them. The ones you forgot. The ones that charge quarterly. The ones buried in old emails. Go through 3 months of bank statements. Highlight recurring charges. Check credit cards. Check your phone. Subscriptions hide in app stores. Use Rocket Money's free version to scan accounts. Or search email for subscription, renewal, monthly payment. Write down every service, the cost, when it renews. Last, use date. Step 2, be honest. For every subscription ask, have I used this in 30 days? Does this genuinely make my life better? If this disappeared, would I notice? If any answer is no, it goes on your cut list right now. Step 3, actually cancel. Start with easy ones you can cancel in-app in 2 minutes. Build momentum. Then, phone cancellations. Be polite but firm. I want to cancel. Only take discount offers if you genuinely want the service at lower price. Don't do everything in one day. Cancel 3 today, 3 tomorrow. Keep moving. Step 4. Consolidate. Need Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO Max all at once? Pick 2. Watch what you want, then rotate. You'll watch more and pay less. Same with music. Pick 1. For cloud storage, check if you're using paid space. Most aren't. Downgrade. Check your library. Many give free digital access to major newspapers. Step 5. Create a rule. Before any new subscription, ask, what am I canceling to make room? If the answer is nothing, don't sign up. Put freed money somewhere intentional. Emergency fund. Retirement. Real savings. Make it work for you. Back to that Tuesday night. Same family. Same house. Same couch. Same dog sleeping. Kids still on screens. Someone still scrolling. Nothing looks different from outside. But something has fundamentally changed. Somebody in that room finally sat down this weekend and actually looked at the bank statement with clear eyes. Really looked at the bleeding. They found 11 subscriptions slowly bankrupting their future. They cut 6. Kept 5 that genuinely matter. Saved $160 monthly. That's not life-changing money today. But this is where it gets real. Over 12 months, that's almost $2,000. Over 5 years, real savings building. Over 20 years with even basic investment. That's the difference between a comfortable retirement and financial desperation. That's the difference between security and bankruptcy. Nobody got richer overnight. Nobody got a raise or inheritance. Nobody discovered some secret wealthy people have been hiding. They just woke up from the financial sleepwalk. They looked at where money was actually disappearing to. And they made a choice. A quiet, small, totally unglamorous choice that most families never make because it doesn't feel dramatic or important enough. But it is. Because financial peace versus financial bankruptcy almost never comes from how much you earn. It comes from how much you actually keep, how much builds versus how much evaporates. And right now, for millions of families, that gap between earning and keeping is being quietly filled by forgotten subscriptions, unused services, and auto charges hitting accounts every 30 days while everyone sleeps. You know your situation better than anyone. You know what you're paying for. You know what you actually use. And somewhere beneath all the noise and busyness and exhaustion of just surviving each day, you probably already know some of that. Money is funding your own financial destruction. This isn't about being perfect with money, not about never enjoying anything. It's about being conscious, knowing where every dollar goes, and deliberately choosing every single month whether that's truly where you want your family's future going. Because your future doesn't care about your feelings or intentions. Your future only cares about the math. And right now, for countless families, that math is quietly creating a bankruptcy nobody even knows is coming. But here's the truth that should give you hope. It's not too late to stop this. Not too late to turn this around. Not too late to save your family's financial future from this silent destruction. It's Tuesday night. The house is quiet. The kids are doing their thing. And right now, tonight, you know something that could change everything. That knowledge? That's not nothing. That's your family's financial future waiting for you to save it.